హైదరాబాద్లోని ఐటీసీ కాకతీయలో జరుగుతున్న సిఐఐ తెలంగాణ వార్షిక సమావేశానికి మంత్రి కేటీఆర్ హాజరయ్యారు. లైవ్లో చూద్దాం.
In life sciences, we continue to say that we are right up there with respect to vaccine manufacturing, with respect to pharmaceuticals. We still have the potential to create great deal of employment for our children. So therefore, skilling is an area which I'm very, very keen on to partner with industry bodies like CII to further the cause. On the innovation front, Telangana government has been known for its agenda to push Hyderabad as the one of the important innovation hubs in the country, if not the innovation capital in the country. Our T-Hub, T-Works, V-Hub continue to focus and continue to engage with the youngsters from across the country, and we continue to take pride in the kind of products and the kind of companies they have been able to produce and they have been able to create. In fact, recently 5 Hyderabad companies and their founders have made it to Forbes 30 under 30 Asia for the year 2020, which is a matter of great delight for all of us. We also have been pushing, with increased agricultural production in the state of Telangana with the focus of Honorable Chief Minister, 24 hours of free power to agriculture sector, increased godown capacity, improved yields, and with irrigation being a high priority for the government, we've been able to create more than 1 lakh crore worth of agricultural products from our state. I'm very, very proud of this. But what this leads to is, of course, a potential opportunity to invest in agro processing, in food processing, and allied sectors. Our Honorable Chief Minister, in fact, has a great vision when it comes to food processing sector. He's in fact been promoting the cause of farmers, where they will be able to get a fair market price, and also the industry can benefit from the agriculture surplus from our state by way of creating special food processing zones. Now, this is something I'm very upbeat about, and my department has been working together with the Agriculture and Horticulture Department in taking this cause forward. In addition to IT, life sciences, aerospace and defense industry also continues to grow in the state of Telangana. I'm proud that we have several marquee names working out of Telangana, and not just the large companies. In fact, we're equally proud about the SMEs in the aerospace and defense industry, who continue to be the suppliers, who continue to again, make us proud by supplying to, submarines in France, by supplying to the satellites that are sent by ISRO and other space agencies, and we continue to again grow in this area as well. But the one grievance, in fact, I do have, I was speaking to Krishna about it a while ago. Telangana has been, in fact, as I pointed out, a very progressive state, a state which has continued to encourage business, a state which has continued to focus only on getting the job done. Unfortunately, the kind of support that we have anticipated, the kind of support we have expected from Government of India in the last 6.5 years has not come about. Now, I'm going to be a bit blunt and I will speak my mind, and I think I'll have to use this platform also to appeal to Government of India to rethink on priorities, because we hear great slogans. We hear slogans like Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-reliant India, Make in India, Skill India, Digital India. All these are great slogans. Without a question, the motive is very noble. But unless we work together, Honorable Prime Minister keeps saying Team India, but unless that sentence or unless that intention translates into real action, things will not happen. We say Make in India, but unfortunately we still are not really making in India. We are merely a country which assembles. We don't really manufacture much here. Let me just remind Government of India, particularly Piyush Goyal ji, Nirmala Sitharaman ji, and Honorable Prime Minister, as to what promises they had made to the state of Telangana and to the state of Andhra Pradesh at the time of bifurcation of the erstwhile United Andhra Pradesh. We were promised, the industries in both states were promised special incentives to further, create employment opportunities for our youngsters in these two states. It has been 6.5 years. No special incentive has been given. No announcement has been made even though it was embedded in the AP Reorganization Act. An act is statute. It's a law. And if Government of India does not honor its own promise made in the Parliament, who will? I think that's a question that needs to be answered, that needs to be addressed by Government of India. They've also promised, the previous Union Government, UPA, had announced information technology investment regions in the country. One in Hyderabad, one more in Bangalore, I think one more in Vizag, another one in Odisha. 6.5 years, no decision gets made. No discussion on whether or not they will move forward with ITIR. And eventually, the Honorable IT Minister comes for an election campaign here and then goes on to announce that it has been scrapped. In spite of our numerous requests, in spite of detailed project reports being submitted, in spite of the well-intentioned, well-meaning efforts from the state government, unfortunately, we have not received support. Had ITIR been grounded today, Hyderabad has been growing. Of course, we've been growing with the support of the local industry. But had ITIR been grounded and had central government invested more in creating infrastructure in our state, I think we would have created a couple more lakhs of employment at least. And we would have grown at a much more aggressive pace. The central government also promised, as part of the Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act, a steel factory, an integrated steel plant at Bayaram in Warangal district, erstwhile Warangal district of Telangana. Unfortunately, not an inch has moved in spite of multiple requests from our side. The central government also had promised a rail coach factory in Warangal again. Again, in spite of state government submitting all the details, giving out more than the land that was required. 60 acres of land was asked for. We gave 150 acres of land. But unfortunately, again, they have decided not to take it up. I can go on and on. There are multiple such things where they've industrial corridors. We've been asking, nothing comes our way. High-speed rails, Hyderabad does not find its place. Bullet rail, unfortunately, it only goes through Gujarat. Starts in Delhi, goes to Bombay via Gujarat. South of India, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad. Unfortunately, we don't seem to figure in the scheme of things. I can go on and on. We've requested for more electronics manufacturing clusters. The 2 manufacturing clusters that were sanctioned by UPA about 7-8 years ago are now to the brim. We want more electronic manufacturing clusters. Make in India बोलने से कुछ नहीं होता है. जगह भी बनाना पड़ता है, but they don't sanction. I can go on and on. In fact, some things are so silly. See, India talks of competing with China and the large manufacturing countries in the world. How do you compete with China? Unless you achieve economies of scale, unless you think on scale, you cannot compete with a large manufacturing country like China. Classic example is, in the recently concluded BioAsia, I met with a medical devices manufacturer. So I was talking to this gentleman and I was asking him as to where he manufactures most of his products. He said, sir, I don't manufacture anything in India. I merely import them from China. I put my label, I sell them in the market. I said, why would you do that? He said, sir, it costs me more to manufacture here than to import. Simple as that. Our import duties are ridiculous. It's a simple example. But the fact is, why are our import duties, why are our manufacturing expenses more in comparison to imports from China or another country, another large manufacturing country? That is because we don't think on scale. When we reached out to Government of India and when we told them that we would like to set up a large pharma park, largest pharma park in the world, in 19,000 acres, and when we requested their support, they are completely blindsided. They do not want to really take up a proposal seriously. I mean, they make all these nice statements. Self-reliant India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, अच्छा स्लोगन है, but उसके लिए एक भूमिका भी बनानी पड़ती है, उसके लिए कोई काम भी करना पड़ता है. It won't just happen by sloganeering. Make in India बोलने से नहीं बनता है. My appeal to Government of India is, please think on scale. Support governments which have acquired land. Telangana state has already acquired more than 12,000 acres of land for pharma park. Why will you not support us? Are we not part of India? यहाँ बनाने से make in Telangana, make in India नहीं होता है क्या? Just because you have a government which is not really in sync with you politically, That should not be the thinking. My request to Government of India is, in the interest of the nation, in the interest of the country, let economics supersede politics. Let us not take mere political considerations into sanctioning strategic projects. Hyderabad has a very, very strong defense and aerospace ecosystem. So I went and met the Honorable Defense Minister about 2 years ago. I requested her. I said, Madam, we have several large institutions in Hyderabad, DRDL, DRDO, RCI, and several others, defense establishments. There's a strong business ecosystem, strong, SME ecosystem. If a defense industrial production corridor is created between Hyderabad and Bangalore, it will really help the nation. But you know where it goes to? It is sanctioned to Bundelkhand, where there is no defense company. Because they have 80 parliament seats there, and Telangana and Karnataka and Andhra have, I think, less than 80. Now, these sort of posturings, these sort of decisions, which are driven by political compulsions, will not help our cause, will not help our country. A large pharma park is being created in Hyderabad. Support it. A large textile park is created, largest textile park in the country is created in Warangal. The state government has already done its bit. Support it. My request to Government of India is, instead of confining yourselves to lip service, I think put your money onto the promise of making India truly great, making India truly a country to reckon with in the larger scheme of things. I can go on and on, but I will only say one thing and I'll close. We have made great deal of efforts to reach out, to request, to work with them, to ensure that our state continues to grow, our businesses continue to grow. And I do hope that they will come forward. I do hope they will come and start looking at the various aspects, encourage a growing state, encourage a progressive state, and work with us. Even if that does not happen, I have no qualms. We've been doing well for the last 6.5 years with all of your support. We will continue to grow under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister. But if it does happen, and if Government of India also supports our initiatives, classic example, when Rakesh ji was speaking, I was thinking, Hyderabad is the vaccine capital of the world. We manufacture 35% of global vaccines in Hyderabad out of Genome Valley. But you know where the vaccine testing laboratory is? We have to take our samples from here, travel 1,200 kilometers to Kasauli, and get our samples, tested there. What is the logic? What is the rationale? Can't we sanction a lab here? And does the state government have to plead with you, beg with you, to get a lab sanctioned? Even in the middle of a pandemic? I don't understand this logic. So this sort of situation is something that we can very well do away with, especially when there are no elections around. I mean, अगली election तो 3 साल दूर है. अभी से क्या जल्दी है? तू मैं बहुत किया जा सकता है 3 साल बाद. तो मैं दरख्वास्त करता हूँ, विनती करता हूँ केंद्र सरकार में जितने भी बड़े-बड़े हस्ती हैं कि आप इंडिया के हित में, आप देश के हित में आप सोचिए. और हैदराबाद और तेलंगाना एक ऐसी जगह है जहाँ से अच्छे इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट, अच्छे एंटरप्रेन्योर्स, बहुत सारे लोग उभर के आए हैं और बहुत सारा अच्छा काम यहाँ पे हो रहा है. थोड़ी सी अगर आपकी मदद मिल जाती है तो और भी हम तरक्की करेंगे, ये वादा आपसे करते हैं. और आखिरी में मैं यही कहना चाहता हूँ केंद्र सरकार से कि आप देश के हित में, टीम इंडिया के हित में आप जो बात करते हैं उस पर आप उतर आए, उस पर और मेक श्योर दैट you deliver on that promise and help the progressive state like Telangana continue to grow with the support of the industry. Once again, thank you very much, Krishna and the team, for this opportunity.